Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know that it's been a while. I've been away, I've had a big move, and I've also been overcoming an injury of spraining my ankle. But nonetheless, I'm so excited to get back on the mat with you guys. Our very first video is really one that's all about slowing down, getting mindful, breathing deeply and fully. So I hope you guys can grab your mat and join me. Hey guys, welcome back to your mat. If you want to just find a comfortable way of sitting, either cross-legged, if you need to, maybe just popping a cushion underneath just to put your hips a little bit higher, or even just starting off sitting on your heels. So it doesn't have to look like anything, just whatever feels comfortable for you today. Just getting into a seated position where you can really bring our mind to our breath. So we're just starting off our class today, just checking in with how we're feeling energetically, seeing where our thoughts are going, and most importantly, bringing our awareness to our breath. So maybe just closing down your eyes softly, bringing your hands to sit in your laps, maybe the palms are facing up or down. Drawing the crown of your head upwards, feeling that lift and the lengthening of your spine. And as you inhale, maybe rolling the shoulders to opening up the chest. And as you exhale, soften. Taking an inhale through your nose, feeling your belly expanding. And exhaling slowly through your mouth. Another round of breath here together, inhaling. And exhale, soften the shoulders away from the ears. Maybe just tucking the chin a little bit in towards the chest. Feeling that lengthening in the back of the neck. Just settling into wherever you're practicing today. Maybe taking your awareness from things that you might be hearing outside. Any noises, cars, birds. And then bringing that awareness into the room that you're in now. Maybe noticing and listening to your breath, to the sound of my voice guiding you. Perhaps the music. Taking another inhale together and exhale. Now just noticing how you're feeling in your energy, in your mood. Maybe your mind's a bit filled with thoughts at the moment. Maybe you're feeling a lot of energy. Or maybe you're feeling a bit flat today and you've come to the mat to maybe find a bit of that energy. Just noticing wherever you are, so then you can check in with yourself again at the end of practice. And after your next exhale, just opening the eyes slowly. And just taking our hands behind our back, interlacing them. Maybe bringing the palms so they're sticking together. And as we inhale, lift and roll the shoulders up towards the ears. And exhale, pulling the hands down the back to open the shoulders. Perhaps taking the gaze up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, just bring the chin towards the chest. Again, feeling that extension in the back of the neck, lengthening of the spine. Taking another round of breath here as we inhale, taking the gaze up towards the ceiling. And exhale, chin towards chest. Moving slowly here. And then we're slowly going to move on to hands and knees. So checking in here that our knees are in line with our hips and our wrists are in line with our shoulders. Spreading our fingers here. Feeling into the weight of our hands. Maybe tucking the toes or untucking them, whatever feels comfortable. And just taking some hip circles here, so moving the hips towards the back right corner of your mat. Over to the left. Up towards the front. And just taking some circles with those hips. Noticing where you might be feeling a bit of tension. Maybe one hip's a little bit different to the other. Not knowing any judgment here, just letting it be, just noticing. Being aware of how your body's feeling. And then just remembering what we do to one side, we do to the other. So maybe switching up your hip circles to the other direction. And then coming to be still back into tabletop, bringing our big toes to touch, taking our knees out to the width of the mat, and then just pushing our hips to the backs of our heels. Grounding into that back there. Using our hands to slowly creep towards the front of the mat, and then grounding in through our forehead to the floor. Into extended child's pose. Remembering to keep our breath through here. Usually if we're in feelings of discomfort or stress, we tend to hold our breath. So remembering that inhaling and exhale sensation. As we inhale, reaching those fingertips towards the front of the mat. And as we exhale, softening into this pose. Inhale through your nose. And let out a big exhale through your mouth. And taking your time to slowly come back up to tabletop. Bringing the knees back to hip width apart and your hands into shoulder width apart. We're going to drop the belly here to a few cat-cows. Inhale. Take the gaze upwards. And exhale, rounding through the back, tucking those hip bones in. Gaze goes through the backs of your legs. Inhale, drop the belly. And exhale, rounding through your back. Inhale. And exhale. Taking another 2 rounds here at the pace of your own breath. With each inhale, dropping the belly. And seeing if the head can be the last part that moves into place. And then just sitting back onto our heels again, bringing those hips to the backs of your heels. And slowly creeping those hands forward again into child's pose, grounding through our forehead, reaching those fingertips forward. Taking an inhale here together, and big exhale through your mouth. Slowly reaching the hands to move over to the right side. Feeling that stretch through the left side of the body. And just letting our forehead come to rest on the floor. Breathing into that left hip. Letting any tension that's in that left side body come to release with every exhale. Inhale, moving our hands back to center. Bringing our head to the floor. Taking a round of breath here together. Before slowly creeping those hands over to the left side. Feeling the right side body stretching here, all the way from our hips to our right fingertips. Grounding our forehead to the floor, reaching those fingertips. Noticing how this side might feel a bit different to the other side. Breathing into those areas in your right side of the body. Releasing any stagnant energies with every exhale. And slowly coming back to center. Round of breath here. And slowly lifting up into tabletop position. Spreading our fingertips here, pushing into those fingers, tucking our toes, moving our hips towards the back of our heels before we lift the knees off the floor up into downward dog. Taking our gaze to the backs of our legs. Pushing those heels downwards towards the floor. Not so much needing to touch, but feeling that extension through the backs of those legs being in downward dog. Maybe we're feeling a bit tight. Maybe we're making our way back to the mat after a few months or weeks of not being at practice. And just noticing those feelings in our body. Maybe shifting the weight from the left leg over to the right leg. Seeing if we can lift those hips just a little bit higher towards the ceiling. Big inhale here. And exhale, bringing the knees to the floor, untucking the toes, and slowly lowering all the way our chest to the ground. Our hands are tucked in towards us, just underneath or next to our ribs. And as we inhale, peeling our chest off the floor. And exhale, pushing back into child's pose. Forehead comes to the ground, fingertips reaching forward. Hips are going back towards the back of our heels. And taking a round of breath here, inhaling. And exhale, soften. Again, coming back to tabletop, spreading out our fingers here, pressing into those fingertips, tucking the toes, hips back towards the back of our heels, and lifting up into downward dog. Remembering not to hold our breath here, but rather use our breath to find a way to be with this discomfort that we might feel. Or use our breath to exhale any tension we're feeling in this pose. Just coming to see that when we can bring our awareness to our breath, coming to control our inhale and our exhale, how much power there is in that. So much power in our breath. And sometimes we just need reminding. So take a deep inhale together. And exhale, let it out through the mouth. Bring the knees to the floor. Lowering all the way chest to the ground. Hands next to our ribs here. Inhale, peeling the chest off the floor, opening up that chest. Roll those shoulders back. And push back into child's pose. Bringing our forehead to ground on the floor. Taking an inhale together again here. And let it all out. Again, inhaling. And big exhale. And coming to find a seat here. And coming to lie on our backs, just bringing our knees into our chest, hugging them in tightly. Maybe rocking from left to right if that feels good for you, or maybe not. The choice is yours, guys. Whatever feels good. Maybe putting the toes, pointing them towards you and then away from you, just feeling that stretch within the ankles. Taking an inhale, and on the exhale, just taking our arms out wide and dropping both knees over to the left side. taking a side stretch here. Perhaps your gaze is straight up to the ceiling, or maybe it's over to the right. Noticing just how you're feeling while we're laying here in this side stretch. Are you perhaps feeling a bit of tension? Maybe you're feeling relief. Just be with wherever you are right now. Just knowing that this present moment doesn't last forever. See if with each exhale while we're here, we can soften just a little bit more. Maybe our shoulders, maybe our legs. And just bringing our knees back to center, and on the exhale dropping them over to the right side. Again, just seeing wherever you feels comfortable with your neck today, whether your gaze stays up towards the ceiling, or maybe turning the head over to the left side. Just breathing through here. Letting our awareness come to our thoughts, noticing where our thoughts go in these moments of silence. Do they go to the past? Or do you think of the future? Finding comfort that wherever you are right now and whatever your mind's taking you to think of, just being present here is really all you can do right now. And finding comfort in that. Bringing our knees back to center. And lowering the legs to the floor, maybe taking a big stretch, your arms above head, pointing the toes. And just coming to find yourself in Shavasana. Just lying down comfortably and letting everything relax. Letting the shoulders be supported by the floor. Letting your hips be heavy and grounded. Just letting your feet fall off to the sides. Noticing how your breath is here as we're nearing the end of our practice. As you inhale, feeling your belly rising. And as you exhale, feeling your belly fall. Letting our head be heavy, feeling safe and supported. Allowing our eyes to be soft, not straining. And just seeing how our body comes to relax as our breath comes back to its normal pace. And just as you're lying here in Shavasana, taking this moment for yourself, nourishing your mind, your body. I'm just going to read out a poem that I found and I really liked it. Which just talks about surrendering to slowing down. It's by Danna Faulds and it's called Walk Slowly. It only takes a reminder to breathe, a moment to be still. And just like that, something in me settles, softens, makes space for imperfection. The harsh voice of judgment drops to a whisper, and I remember again that life isn't a relay race, that we will all cross the finish line, that waking up to life is what we were born for. As many times as I forget, catch myself charging forward without even knowing where I'm going. That many times I can make the choice to stop, to breathe, and be, and walk slowly into the mystery. Just taking those words in, maybe finding that you might relate to them, and maybe finding that you don't, and that's okay. Taking in a deep inhale, and letting go out. Just slowly bringing some movement back into your fingertips, maybe wriggling them or wriggling your toes. Slowly opening up your eyes. And then just slowly rolling over to one side. And then when you're ready, just rolling yourself up, back into seat. Sitting comfortably, however that looks for you, just as we started the class. Taking a deep inhale, rolling the shoulders up towards our ears. And exhale, rolling them down and away. Inhale, lifting our arms to go out wide and above head. Kneading in the center. And exhale, bringing them down into prayer hands in front of our hearts. So just before I leave you guys and end off our class today, I just want to set the reminder that just as the poem so beautifully wrote for us, to remind us of the beauty in slowing down, taking a moment, breathing deeply and fully, and most importantly, taking the time to slow down for ourselves. So happy to be back on the mat with you guys. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next week.
Yeah. Sponsored by Billabong, surfer girl type of girl I like to fill up on. In the water, really want rock a boat like